everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I have a Dollar Tree haul for you guys, and if you have seen, sometimes I've been putting some shop with me so you're up to date and current on what's available out there. I have been spending a little bit more time at home lately, so my things are a little more craft related and food items, and also we are just spending a little bit more time at home, so I've been doing a little more crafts. I would say with my daughter. My son is not really into the crafts, but he will come and play a board game or sometimes an electronic game. By the way, does anyone know if you have an app on your phone? My daughter and I have been recently playing Traffic Puzzle. I want to say thank you very much to Traffic Puzzle for sponsoring this video today. And we were just wondering, can you take the game that you're playing on your phone and mirror it onto the big screen? We've been really enjoying playing some board games, but then also some electronic games. And if you haven't heard of Traffic Puzzle, it's quite a fun game. There's little obstacles and you have to get the ambulance to it's across the screen, or a little train will go across the screen. So it's quite fun to play with a kid or yourself to pass some time. But my daughter and I were just trying to see if we could play together. You can play with other live leaderboard members of the game, but we were trying to just help one another, and it would be easier than playing on a little screen, just having it big in the living room. And because you can see what's coming up next, I could give her like a little hand. Okay, well, you have to match the 3 car colors. It's kind of a reinvention of the classic match 3. So anyways, if you want to download that game and spend some time playing it, we've been having a lot of fun. The link is down in the description below, and if you can mirror the game onto a big television screen or onto a different screen, please let me know down in the comments below, just because that would help us play Traffic Puzzle a little bit easier together. But yeah, some board games we've been playing together, and then of course she's more into the crafts and he's more into calming out and playing maybe the game of life, or I might get him to play Battleship. Recently we started playing Clue as a family, but he still hasn't, he just watches on the sidelines and plays kind of like my husband's hand, but not so much. He hasn't participated. So I'm wondering if there are any fun games you guys are playing out there. I have posted some DIYs recently to the channel. Some of you have been saying you haven't been getting my notifications for DIYs. I did post 2 videos with Valentine kind of spring decor, and I thought they turned out really cute. Some of them are laid out on my kitchen hut, and a couple other pieces I put up in my craft rooms display. So anyways, if you want to check those out, maybe I'll put them down in the description below as well. Mostly techniques and Mod Podging ideas as well for you guys. I did find some awesome little icing gel, so I think I'm gonna make some Valentine's Day cookies with hopefully both kids, and then they can decorate them. My son actually took, when I made the Christmas cookies and I shared them on Instagram, like all the little designs, my daughter and I made the dough, and then we cut out all the little cookies with the cookie cutters, and my son actually spent some time decorating cookies. So hopefully for Valentine's he'll kind of take to decorating some things. I'll bring out cookie cutters maybe, and he can even pick whatever he wants to cut out. So I got some red icing gel. It's the Twinkle Baker's Decor, the white and the blue. So Walmart carries this brand along with our local grocery stores, which is under the Loblaws umbrella, and they are not this price. They do have a smaller pack of the icing gel, and I believe it comes with 4 tubes, but they're also not as large. So 25 grams per, or 0.88 ounces per little tube. So I thought this was a really fantastic deal, and I can't always find all these colors at the Dollar Tree on a regular basis. So it was nice to find the red, the white, and the blue. They go a long way. Like, you'd think that they're a really small little tube, but they do go quite a long way when we're decorating. And of course they dry. They're good for flooding the cookies and then just drying like a solid sugar coat right on top of a sugar cookie. They weren't quite sugar cookies. I forget what it was, but I just YouTubed a tutorial, and the cookie dough turned out fantastic. Probably the best cookies I've made for decorating in a very long time. Then I found these little kits. This one's a little bear ceramic painting set. It comes with 5 pieces, holding a teddy. It's like a little teddy bear, and he's holding a little heart. And there's the light pink, red and white. And typically I don't really end up using these because I have so many acrylic paints in my craft stash that I end up pulling out the acrylics, or even nail polishes. Nail polishes work really lovely on these types of things if you ever are stuck. I've never spotted the tumbling tower game here. You guys were able to find the double packs. I have never found the double bonus packs, only the one with 36 blocks. I think I'm gonna do something with my daughter as well, where we're just gonna paint them and do something for Valentine's. But if you can find the double pack or the same price, try to get your hands on that, because I mean, you're getting a way better value for your dollar. There's two styles. So this one here has all natural wood, and then there's another one that has a mixture of natural and a dark wood. If you need the dark wood already, it's like stained, then go for it, but they will have like a combo. And I have accidentally grabbed the one with the dark, and I'm like, oh shoot, I need it all natural. So just pay attention, because sometimes they're just sitting like this and you don't even notice. Take a look at the front, it'll give you a peek into the little box. Purchased, I don't know if you guys saw a couple hauls ago, I purchased a ton of their fairy garden little, oh my gosh, precious little pink fairy garden things, and I've put some of it on display in my craft room. I have a side, if you've seen a craft room tour of my craft room, I have this little display. Well, it's not little, I'd say it's pretty reasonably sized, because it is one of those big long units from IKEA, and it has a glass door panel. And I love having my trinkets on display in my craft room. I love buying little things at Dollar Tree, so there's always a purpose for them, and I display them in there. And when I walk into my craft room, usually that's like my focal, that's what I look at when I walk in, which is really weird, but I just love all the little pieces. There's mostly ceramic things that I have on display. Maybe I'll insert a little footage of that in here, but I put a couple of those little fairy garden items in there. I have never made a fairy garden myself. I know a lot of you love to make them and are excellent crafters of fairy gardens. I've never had one myself. Maybe this year I'd be inspired to do something with my daughter, but I just love the little pieces as decor. So I put them on display in my craft room, and you don't have to use things always the way they are intended to be used for. Like little chamois, I guess, is one of the, I don't know if you can see that there. This little white piece here, this fabric, that's a chamois from the auto department at Dollar Tree, where you're supposed to be able to like clean your car with. And I use it as, you can use it as a little base for a Christmas tree, the little mini Christmas trees. I use it sometimes to wrap it around and make it like a little white plushy snow. And now I have it out for Valentine's as like the base for, you know, the little layout here. So sometimes when you see things at Dollar Tree, they don't have to be used for what they're intended for. I'm just gonna grab a sip of water. I don't know if it's the weather, but I have my coffee. Oh, where did my coffee go? Oh, I put it down on the floor. I've been having my coffee, but it's actually not very good for hydration, right? I've been so dehydrated lately. I don't know if it's the weather or what's going on, or if I'm talking more. But I'm talking about the little fairy gardens. The day that I had spotted all the colorful, cute little fairy things, I went crazy, and I actually forgot to purchase a little gnome. So this time when I went by, I had to have him. He's just so freaking cute. Now I will be transforming him, and look, he has all the little details. His little belt, he has a little belt there, and there were different positions. So he's got his little hand on his face, which I just thought was really precious. He's just kind of doing this. I don't know if it's coming through. I'm gonna maybe, there you go. So you see his little hand is on his little face, and then his little he's got like a really nice full beard, and his little ears are sticking out from his hat. Anyways, I will be transforming him similar to how I've transformed the little love sign from the Dollar Tree, doing something with him. They had this here that was like this love sign, and then they had it in gold, pink, and I believe silver. I believe they had a heart shape, like an angled heart. If I have some footage, I'll insert it, because I can't remember exactly how they went, but there were these, and I really like them. They are, I don't know, ceramic? Yeah, they're ceramic. And then I purchased these little hearts as well. These things sold out so fast and I regret not purchasing more, so I'm really glad that I got my hands on them. They're the little heart grapevines. So now I have 2 sets, thankfully. They have like, they're heart shaped and they have like a metal in them. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a piece of metal that's kind of holding them together. It's like a bronze or copper type color. Very, very well done. I'm really impressed with some of the things that Dollar Tree has for us, especially as crafters. And then these, aren't they beautiful? These are fairly new as well. And you can easily turn this into a cloak. Like, is it called a cloak? Cloak, I think. Oh my gosh, not a cloak, because that would be something you would wear, but a cloak. And how cute if you had like a bunny and some greenery, grass, and you even can find a piece of wood from the Dollar Tree. Not these ones here, but there will be different pieces of wood, circles or something, and you can just put it on top of a circle. Now, if you don't want to turn it upside down, because you would have to glue, you know, your things here, so your bunny would be in here, or an Easter egg or something cute, you can just keep it the other way. Turn this into a beautiful lantern type candle holder. There's just so many things you can do with this piece of glass, and I love that it has this nice indent here and it's flat on the bottom. It's very different than some of the other vases we've seen in the past where they're just full, you know, fully round or fully stick out. This one here has like this really pretty indent. So yeah, you can turn this into a really neat, oh my gosh, there's so many things you probably see out of this that I don't see right now, but there's so much potential for this vase. Along with in the craft area, I purchased a couple of these little trays. So this one here is very straight. Well, it's got angles, but it's very straight cut. You can see here that the opening, yeah, is a little bit more narrow. I actually really like the style of this one here. You can see that it's flat on the bottom. It's kind of got a little bit of wood grain, so if you stained it, you would get a lot more wood showing. It's deep, it's fairly deep. This one here is a little bit more shallow. I'm not a big, huge fan of the way the, you know, outer tray part is. Much more flimsy in style than this one. This one's really nice and solid. I wouldn't be putting anything and carrying anything heavy in here. It's just not very solid wood. And this one is a lot thicker. I don't know if you could see the quality, but this one is a much nicer tray, and it's not as, this one is not as deep as this one here. So you'll see there's quite a bit, you know, quite a bit of a difference in depth. So, and the circle opening here is quite wider. It's more of an oval. This one's, I don't know, more of like a rectangle, but yeah. So there was that, and then there were foam wreaths. There were lots. These ones here are just 4 circles, but there were lots of different options. They had owls and stars, and I wouldn't say stars, but like, you know, and hearts, and a lot of different things. If you're crafting and adding them as ornamental pieces to a wreath, then you have that option. These ones I really was hoping to get some round wreaths, so I was really happy to find these little mini guys. I got a little thing for my daughter-in-law's kitties. This is really popular with the kids, so like they like dig them out, I guess. They find a little surprise amongst some, like, I wouldn't say it's moon sand, but maybe oh, there's a name like kinetic sand or something, I think is what's inside. And it says see available kitties, and you can this one here includes Lost Kitties figure, 2 accessories, shaping compound, meme sticker, and a collector sheet. So this is a better value than they had, like the little bottle, I think, and it didn't have as much. So these little wood plaques, they're under the new umbrella of the Crafter Square. They have a ton of different shapes. So they have these ones here. I like these ones. So you can turn them as well, like this way. And you don't have to keep them with the string. You can do other things with them. But yeah, like I just thought this would be cute. Maybe I could, the way I actually was thinking was this could be 2 pieces to the end of something I was hoping to do, but I'm not sure yet if it's gonna work out, because my idea, we'll see. But I thought it would be cute to make like a little carrier, a little wooden carrier kind of to complement the little trays, but we'll see if it works out, and if not, then you know, what can you do? These are wonderful if you want to stain them as well. You can see that some of them are more wood grainy than others, so if you stain them, you can stain them with shoe polish, you can stain them with acrylic paints. I've shared so many ways on how to stain wood on the channel. You can decoupage these. There's just so much to do with the little wood panels or the wood cutouts. What do they call them? Wood hanging decor from Dollar Tree. I wanted to share with you the little washcloths, but there's this little bandana with this little rainbow, and it has little rainbow and little clouds, and I'm not sure if the clouds are coming through on the screen, but I'm putting together a teeny little package with a gift card for my daughter's teacher who is pregnant, and I saw these and I just thought they were so, I don't know what she's having. She's actually having a surprise, so I'm keeping it super neutral. So I'm just gonna put these little washcloths. Aren't they precious? Look at this. I love how neutral they are. And then I was a huge washcloth user. So there's just a little white, the darker gray, and then these two little patterns, which are really sweet. I was a huge washcloth user. I never bought a pack of baby wipes for the kids ever. Even when we traveled, I was so weird. Like I'd warm up, I'd get really hot water, get my little washcloths ready, keep them all warm in a little Ziploc bag, and I would have like this warming little pack that would keep them warm. And if I went out, I would always wipe them with washcloths. I don't know what my deal was with baby wipes. I think I felt so guilty. Also, coming from a generation where like the environment was such a big deal, I feel like it was almost a bigger deal than it is now. Now we talk about it, but we almost have everything is so disposable. When we were growing up, like we'd actually have cleaning sessions during school. We'd go outside and collect garbage and do those things, and I think they still do those things now, but maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's not so well known. Anyways, I grew up trying to save the planet, and so when I had children, I saw these baby wipes as like evil. I'm like, I cannot use these and just fill up my garbage can with baby wipes. So I felt so much better using washcloths. It's probably a mental thing. And then just washing them. I also felt like they cleaned the babies better. So anyways, I am a huge fan still till this day of washcloths in the house. I have towels and tea towels and cleaning towels. I have towels galore, and they just get rewashed and reused and rewashed and reused. And I don't know if that's just like my upbringing or yeah, I think it's a couple things, like upbringing with family, what you're taught in school, how you value things and how you see them. So anyways, anyone else a big huge washcloth user, or totally like you can't even wrap your head around washcloths and it has to be, you know, disposable wipes? Maybe you're on the complete opposite spectrum and be like, oh my god, how could you use washcloths? But I'm a huge fan of washcloths till this day, still a huge fan. Vinyl top liner. So these here, I like them because I just put them in different cabinets or in my fridge, but also you can craft with them. They have a really pretty print, so fun, and I think I'm gonna do something with it for this spring. My daughter loves these things when I find them at the Dollar Tree. She just loves anything that's girly. I bought the purple, it's a Glow Time Salt Body Scrub. They have a coffee one now. Did you guys see that in my video? Super cool. From the same company. And again, these originally were $5. I did not pay $5 at Dollar Tree for them. I think they are coming from Five Below. They have access to the same product, I believe, at Five Below, and they're probably selling at Five Below for $5. So if you get your hands on them and you like this stuff, all it is a salt body scrub, dry body scrub. So it's not wet inside. Strictly scoop a small amount in your hand. What is it? Apply scrub, add water, apply scrub, and massage into skin in circular motions. I just bought the two because the colors were galactic, kind of ombre effect here, and there's the purple and the blue. And I had bought a purple one already, and she saw it because I had bought the little purple box to go into it and put together a little gift package, and she saw it and she's like, oh mom, do you think you can buy me one? I said, sure, no problem. I mean, $5 originally, right? That's a pretty good value of savings. Okay, I don't know if everyone has access to this, but if you see it, I highly recommend Live Clean I know that the sunscreen is expiring in April of this year, so maybe don't buy that, or if you do buy one, because then it won't take you into the summer. You still need to apply sunscreen with the snow, but we aren't out there as much right now because of what's going on. So if you need a Live Clean baby shampoo, I bought a couple of them already for Bear, and I thought I better have them on stock and grab them before they're all gone. This one is the Creamy Head to Toe Wash, Gentle Moisture, and it's lavender, aloe, and chamomile. And then I found this Live Clean Exotic Vitality leave-in conditioner spray. So I bought it for my daughter. Again, I'm gonna film this. This says Shake to Activate. I wash Bear, our little dog, with baby shampoo, and then my daughter, I thought this would be nice for her curly hair. Love this pasta. I know I talk about it a lot in the videos when I go through. Gemelli, I guess. Some of you have corrected me, means twins in Italian, and this is a really nice pasta. It's almost like a macaroni type pasta. If you could see, it's a really tight shell. Not overcooking the pasta is the key with this one, I find. And it's just beautiful if you want to make a creamy sauce with it. Add some broccoli or mushrooms, you can make it almost like an Alfredo into it, but add some Parmesan cheese and some little chicken pieces. Maybe what I can do is like an idea of a recipe to share with you guys. This says here it cooks in 9 minutes. Al dente, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, perfect pasta every time, and I have to tell you, it is a delicious pasta, and I would not pay this price at my Walmart or local grocery store. So I'm really happy to find this. They've been continuously keeping them in inventory on the shelf, so I haven't been like, oh my god, I need like a whole bunch. So hopefully it continues that way. A few more little items here, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Oh, my son loves these olive oil breadsticks made by Aurora. So these sell off the shelves really quick because they have a really nice olive flavor, and they have the little chunky salt. So he says, Mom, I like these ones, but not the sesame ones. So whenever I see these ones, I buy him a box. He eats the whole thing in one sitting, but I'd wish that he'd have some cheese or something with it. Oh, I love this crystal clear tape. I already bought one and almost went through it during Christmas. And, well, I wouldn't say the whole thing, but I thought, while I see them with the 6-pack bonuses, I don't always see these in stock at Dollar Tree. Thought I better grab another one and put it in my Christmas wrapping stash. This year was the first time I made like a little caddy with scissors, extra scissors and tape and ribbon and glue dots and all different things, and I put it in, you know, the little caddies you can find at the Dollar Tree in different colors. They have the white ones, the red ones, and blue, and I set everything up in there. I even had my little tags and Sharpie pens, all of the works that needed for wrapping, kept everything in there. It was such a game changer. Usually I'm so stressed out when I'm doing wrapping because I'm constantly like, where are the scissors? Oh, now I'm out of tape. This year I had my tape dispenser and I had backup tape because, you know, every time you're wrapping, it doesn't matter if it's a Christmas gift or birthday gift. For some reason, you run out of tape when you're, you know, in a rush or doing something fast. So I had my whole thing in. Oh, it was so nice. But then Christmas was a hot mess this year. So they still are sitting, all the gifts are still sitting in my great room. The tree is down and I have gifts everywhere in my great room, behind in the corner and behind the couch. It's kind of sad. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I spent all that time wrapping and here they are still sitting handed out. Oh, by the way, I dug into this and I thought I'd share with you. It's a food item. Maple ice wine cream cookies made with real ice wine. These are delicious. Like they're processed in Canada and they're made by Turkey Hill Sugar Bush. Freaking cookies are Annie. I think we talked about this in store. If not, it was online when we ran into each other, I think in store, and I think you highly recommended these cookies. I have to tell you, these are amazing. Amazing cookies if you can get your hands on them. My husband, he said they're a little sweet. I love sweet stuff. But look how pretty they, oh, yeah, no, it's not broken. How pretty they are. They're like a little maple leaf. Now, what he did was he opened up the cookie. I caught him doing this, even though he loved the cookies. And he was like, he opened the cookies up and he scraped some of the filling because it's like loaded with this creamy goodness. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's so fresh. And he was like scraping half of it off, and I'm like, no, give it to me, I'll put it on my cookie. They are so, look at this. Look at the creaminess. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a bite now. Oh my gosh, so good. The cookie is crispy and crunchy. Guys, seriously, if you find this, I wish I could buy, I wish I had bought more boxes. This is my only box, so I'm like hiding it. I'm like, no one is going to touch my cookies. These are so good. So good. They're so sweet, but so good. So there's maple ice wine. I think there was a different one as well. If somebody remembers, let me know down in the comments. I forget. Oh my gosh, so good. Because I was filming them. Maybe that's what it was. I was filming them, put them in, and I asked if anyone had feedback. And I think Annie, you told me like the maple ice wine ones are good. Oh my gosh, they're so delicious. Okay, so there were those. Latex balloons. I know balloons are not good for the environment. I know. Many of you have reminded me of that. But sometimes for kids, especially with all this quarantining, birthdays are being missed with friends. So I decorate, and I always put up a few balloons in the kitchen area. So when they come down for their morning, you know, the kitchen's decorated. So my daughter's birthday is coming up again. I can't believe here we are coming up again. I feel like it was just yesterday. And of course I'm going to decorate for her. And I love these. These are so hard to come by now. There's 8 latex balloons, and there's iridescent confetti. When I'm done with the balloons, I don't have any to share with you here, but when I'm done with the balloons, I open up the balloon. I just cut it up. I, you know, spread it open. Once it pops really easily, but just don't let it go everywhere. I make a little hole at the arrow, and then I cut the balloon open, and I take all the confetti. It comes with this gorgeous confetti. It's hard to see here, but it's like an iridescent confetti. They're circle punched. It's really pretty. I open it up and I put it in a little baggie or a little container, and I keep it in my craft room because it will be amazing for shaker pockets. So that's what I repurpose. And then of course the latex balloon shell has to go in the garbage, but just wanted to give you a heads up that you can repurpose the inside for your crafting material. By the way, I picked up another pack because my husband really likes this black pen. So the Paper Mate Ink Joys, these are normally sold in bigger packages like this with all the colors or variety packs. You cannot go wrong for this price. These will be gone in no time. These are available in 2 points, fine point, which is 0.5, medium point, which is 0.7, and this one here is the 0.7. So if you're a 0.7 user, purchase a pack. You will love these. They are the Paper Mate Ink Joys. They are a gel pen, but I'm telling you, they don't smear. I think they're wonderful even if you're a left-hand writer. My daughter's a lefty. I will test them on her, but they don't smear. They're supposed to dry instantly and not cause any problems. So it says that spreads joy, a gel pen that spreads joy, not smears. They even advertise that. So highly recommend that pen if you get your hands on it. Okay, so talking about pens, you guys know that I love friction pens, like love the Pilot friction pen. And some of you have said that this one works very similar. Now my friction pen from Pilot is a needle point, so it's teeny tiny point. These are not needle points. These are just like a regular 0.7 mm. They are erasable. Now, can someone give me intel? Are these, I bought 3 because I have issues, pen issues. And can you tell me, is this a pink, a purple, and a blue? Or am I being deceived because it does not tell me anywhere on this? These are erasable, by the way, erasable pens. So they have like a little top here that's going to erase whatever you write. Can someone tell me if they're all black or blue? I'm gonna open and do a review, but just let me know. I haven't been able to open any of them yet because I have issues with opening my pen packs because I have so many pens. I bought another little pack of these because this is Spalding Advanced Performance Sport Socks. They're going really quick. These are a size 6 to 8.5. I just thought they would be great for little gnome bodies because there's 3 in a pack, but also they are good quality. And especially now this time of year, going out with your boots, these will fit me no problem. They'll stretch. Like, I like socks like this where they're not, you know, huge crew. So with socks, across from the sock area that we have, all our socks, then you will find all the t-shirts. And I've been really lucky with some of my stores. They had Gildan Performance, like, you know, the workout shirts. There were no men's. If there were men, I would have bought it for my husband because he likes to have those types of shirts. I don't work out in those. I prefer just to have like a tank type of workout shirt. They had a bunch of white Gildan t-shirts. This is a medium and it's a ladies, I think. I don't know. It doesn't tell you. Okay. So a lot of you have been saying sometimes they have little rips or tears or whatever. Just be mindful, like pick it up and take a look at it. I did get home and I reviewed it and I was like, let me see if there's like, you know, any holes, and make sure the seams are all intact. Are there any holes in the armpits? Is the stitching coming undone? You know, and then I held it up against the window and I immediately spotted a tiny little defect, and that's a little teeny pinhole. And I'm not even sure it will come across on screen. Yeah, probably won't. But I will show maybe on the side there. Teeny, tiny little pinhole. So please be careful if you are a crafter that sells, you know, homemade t-shirts where you're vinyling. If, you know, just be mindful that if you're scoring these shirts for that purpose to resell, that your shirts are not, they don't have little holes, because that would probably be the worst for your, you know, for your, what is it called, for your business. If somebody is receiving a Gildan shirt and it has little holes and stuff with your designs on it. So just be mindful of that. Highly recommended if you're practicing, learning, doing things for your kids. You can easily heat transfer vinyl into that spot and it will cover it up and stuff. But if you're selling it to customers and they're paying good money for it, just be mindful that you can either cover the little tiny pinhole with your vinyl, or that you don't have things like that that are defective, because the last thing you want is somebody saying, hey, I have a shirt that's, or that you've purchased a whole bunch of shirts that are defective and now they're not useful or it's not good for your business. So just be mindful of that. That there might be a reason why the shirts are at Dollar Tree. I think that's what I was trying to get at. I think I've had a few shirts. I've never had any problems with them. They might have had a little pinhole and I didn't notice. But this one I actually really thoroughly inspected it because I wanted to give you like an honest review. And I had seen a couple that had a little bit bigger holes. So I was like, whoa, let's see if something's going on here. Mead. These have a 40 count. They're just the large privacy envelopes, security envelopes, I guess. These are good for mailing out things in the mail. They do not have the, you know how you can peel back and have the pre-sticker? They do not have that on here. These are still the wet and seal ones, which I have not done in years. I just take my tape roller and use that to seal my envelopes these days. Okay. Forever in Time got these cute little mirrored stickers. They're just, I like the little birdies. And then there's little owls. Coffee is always a good idea. I got this for a friend who is a huge coffee lover, and it's a stationery set. And it has the little notepads here and a pen. And even the little pens locked in there. So all you need is love and coffee. And I just thought this was super cute to give as a little thinking of you. I got another, we have not really had a lot of snow lately, and I'm just feeling like something's going to come. So I actually purchased this as a spare candle. In case we have a power outage and stuff, I like to have candles all over the house. I do have some LED candles that are really quite large. I bought at Michael's a couple years ago when they went on sale. So I'm lucky with those, and I put them in the hallway to light up the hallways. But I like to have, if the kids were to need something, this is a nice solid plain candle that lights really well in case of an emergency. And I have a few other ones, of course, but I like to always have candles on hand for any of those moments where we have a power outage and stuff. We're lucky with the fireplaces because they're gas, so we can turn them on and it warms up the house. But I like to have the house lit up. It gets quite dark. We're in the middle of, we don't really have street lights, so even if I needed a flashlight and some candles, we're good to go that way. And we have some flashlights that plug into the walls and get charged. However, if we're on day 1, that's fine. Day 2, day 3, then those go out, and definitely need to keep the candles going. So that's and we're in the winter time, so it gets dark a lot sooner than when we have power outages in the summertime. Luckily in the summer you have light till like, 9 or 10. Here in the winter, it typically gets dark around 4 o'clock. I'm starting to see a little more daylight now till 5, but still it's pretty early to not have light in the house. Anyways, hopefully that's not the case, but you don't just never know, and it's good to be prepared. I hope you're all doing well and that you guys are all staying healthy and safe. And until next time, everyone, have a wonderful day. Thank you so very much for watching. And if you'd like these types of videos, I don't normally ask, but you can subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. And I know some of you haven't been getting alerts, so if you want, turn on your little notification bell. Make sure that the little parentheses are highlighted around the bell. That will let you know when I post. So if it's not just the shops or the hauls that you guys are usually watching, even the DIYs will come up for you. I want to say thank you very much to Traffic Puzzle for sponsoring this video today. If you want to download that game and spend some time playing it, we've been having a lot of fun. The link is down in the description below, and if you can mirror the game onto a big television screen, please let me know down in the comments below. Until next time, everyone, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.